All right, Coach, tell us a little bit about the girls program.
Well, it's kind of an odd time. We start practice Monday, so I'll have a whole lot more information for you maybe next Tuesday or Wednesday. But the kids are excited. We're excited as well to get going, and I'm just looking forward really to officially getting on the floor with everybody, kind of unlimited full-time. We've been doing our 3-to-1 stuff and in the weight room. But that's important, but that just takes you so far. I think everybody's itching to get out there and roll the ball out and go shoot around a little bit.
What year would this be for you at Robertsdale?
It's my 4th year at Robertsdale. Yes, sir.
Losing a Deja branch, how does that hurt your program? I know, she's on the collegiate level now, running track, but how does losing those seniors from last season that got you to the playoffs, made a fantastic run to get there? I was actually there to see it, but just talk a little bit about those seniors.
There was this summer when we started practicing a little bit, I walked on the floor. I kind of got choked up a little bit. I said, this is the first practice I've ever had without Deja Branch. In all 4 years, she was a varsity player as a freshman. She rotated in. She wasn't one of our starters, but she rotated in. And then, of course, equally as important as Tanisha and Abby were, those other two seniors, they weren't varsity players out of the gate, but they were with me for 4 years. And I had that group of 3 for all 4 years. And I think, you could tell a difference. Not only were they, good players and good teammates, but they'd been with me that long. So this year will be interesting. I've got some girls that I've now had for 2 years and 3 years. I don't think you can replace the experience that she had, but we're looking forward to this year as far as what it is, because maybe I'll be standing up here next year and you go, how are you going to replace X, Y, and Z, right? So it's going to be a different type of team. But I think the girls are excited, and I'm always really excited to see, we hold a practice, we're playing together, who's going to step up. There's somebody that I think is going to step up that may not, and then there's somebody that I'm not thinking about that's going to step up in a huge way. So letting the kids respond is really what I'm looking forward to. And hopefully, I don't know, in a month or so, we'll have a good answer for you in a positive way.
Coach, how many returning players do you have with this roster coming up this year?
So I've got 6 players returning to varsity. We lost the 3 seniors. But the 6 players that we had, I hate to use the term role player to make them sound like diminished, but everybody we have coming back kind of played a role. And one of the reasons I think we were able to be successful last year is that everybody understood their role and they were okay with that. This year we're asking those players to do what they did last year and increase their role. So again, it's going to be a good number coming back, but we're going to have to see if they can handle that burden and shoulder the burden, and again, see who's going to step up and take the lead to be our main scorer or our scoring options.
How many returning starters?
We have 2 returning starters, and we're looking forward to obviously a good season, from them. But it's, like I said, it's going to be a different team. The 2 players we've got coming back, India and Alanis, both are really solid. They've been with me for 4 years as well, or I guess 3 years. And, one's a really good shooter. The other's an excellent defender. But they're going to have to do a little bit more than they did last year. So,
Coach, pretty much you don't have a clear-cut leader at this point right now, basically.
well, it's been interesting. They say sometimes, like with a quarterback, they say in football, if you've got 2 quarterbacks, you don't have one. But one thing I'll say about the girls this year, collectively, I don't think there's one vocal leader, but as a group, we're doing a really good job. But Monday night, the girls scheduled on their own and told me about it. They wanted to get together and do pumpkin carving or whatever. So they are handling a lot of those things, on their own. I don't think there's one person, and our 2 seniors are awesome, but they are uncomfortable at times being real vocal. However, you watch what they do every day, and they show you the example. So we're working on that, and I think just we're going to have to all do it together this year. And I think it has the potential to be special because of that. I think everybody is willing to hold each other, accountable.
Being in a rural area like Robertsdale, you was, explaining about the 4-year players, give the media a little bit more information. When you lose those players, they almost like irreplaceable. You have to wait on the next one. It might be 10 years later. Just talk about the rigors of being in those rural communities like Robertsdale.
Yeah, it's I was talking with Coach Johnson over there earlier, just a little bit about where we were, each of us, our teams, and Robertsdale is a different place. We have different challenges than other places have, but every place has their own unique challenges. So, at Robertsdale, typically you get groups maybe in a wave, whereas some teams have a group, they come in as juniors and they have a group as sophomores, and that's not really the case with us. And really where we are, I tell people all the time, I want 3 kids per grade level. If I get 3 kids per grade level that can be varsity players, we'll have about 12 kids, and we can replace the 3 that we lose. We're going to lose 3 last year, and we've got a good group, but it's hard to put those back-to-back groups together. And it is what it is. A lot of people, might from a coaching standpoint, I'm one of the greater challenges around here. So it kind of motivates me a little bit. We have to be real inventive with what we do. But it is a challenge. But again, I think we get kids, the ones that make it to me, we get kids that are willing to play a role and to understand, this is my job. And I think those things can be the advantages. I definitely don't have, Coach, problems or issues like parents worried about playtime a whole lot. So everybody has their own issues, and it's one of those things where we're gonna play 7, and that's about it. That and most of them went out there too at toward the end of the game. So. Thank you all very much. Thank you for doing this too.